Good evening, Professor. My name is Mukund Shivakumar, and just to clarify before I begin, I am a special accommodation student, so I was given a memo that said I'm allowed to submit by the 15th, so I hope I've met that requirement sufficiently. Without further ado, let me begin my summary. So in this portfolio, what I essentially did was I created a capital allocation across 15 different stocks for a client, which was a Gulf-based corporate treasury. So the client's main concern is that there is a regional geopolitical risk that they want to hedge against, as well as a commodities concentration risk. So the main strategy that I followed was to look at what trends were being accelerated by the very geopolitical instability. And so, and I also want to clarify that this is well in alignment with UN Sustainable Development Goals, specifically Sustainable Development Goal 7, SDG 9, SDG 13, which are respectively, that's clean energy, infrastructure, and climate action. So for this portfolio, I essentially chose 15 stocks which were spread across 5 sectors and 10 countries, and it was optimized using a mean variance methodology. And we managed to achieve a Sharpe ratio of 1.04. The thing of it is, the maximum possible Sharpe ratio is 1.16. But the thing with that is, that would have resulted in 50% of the portfolio weightage going to just 2 stocks. So instead, we chose to diversify further by capping the weightage at 15%, which resulted in a 1.04 Sharpe ratio, which is still above the benchmark requirement of 1, but with proper diversification, exactly meeting the client's needs. And it's all summarized in our Excel, it's all summarized in our report, and the Excel shows the math. It's very clear. And beyond equities, I also evaluated fixed income complements relevant to this client because they're based in the Gulf. So green bonds, green sukuk, and blue bonds. The instruments would let the client extend the same sustainability thesis into a lower volatility sleeve of the portfolio. And the other main thing, to prove that the thesis works at a project level and not just a stock level, I built a real capital budgeting study using ABB's e-mobility charging infrastructure, which was deployed through PG&E's fleet electrification program. So it's a real source project, not an assumed one. I managed to calculate that the marginal abatement cost of capital is negative $767 per ton of CO2, which is very cost effective. And because the Viva requirements also very clearly show that I need to talk about my level of collaboration, I'm going to address that. The thing of it is, this assignment was made in collaboration with class workshops, so I attended every single tutorial. Ms. Katia Lopez can verify. I asked the guidelines for all of these things, and I hope that the project meets every single guideline that is mentioned. And with that, I thank you for your time, sir, and I hope you have a good day. Sir or ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Whoever it is.